Just bear with me a moment here. We're just getting set up. Okay, I think we are ready. Hey, it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com, and I can be reached anytime by email at andersonshel@gmail.com. I'd like to welcome you here today for Stamp with Shel, and we are going to have a play with another one of the new kits. This one is called Sentimental Rose, and we are going to open this one together and we are going to have a play. So in this kit is a gray granite ink spot, a beautiful stamp set, has the beautiful rose with the leaves, and the greetings say thank you, for you, congratulations, happy birthday, thinking of you, happy Mother's Day, and best wishes. And then there's another little image down here. I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like sand to me, but I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll figure that out as we go along. And then, of course, is our kit. So we'll throw that box out of the way and we'll grab some scissors and get this opened up. All right. And we have our block. Alright, and in this little bag we have some dimensionals, some enamel dots, and some white baker's twine. And first up we have 3 of these, so we'll keep one out. We have 3 of these, those beautiful, so we'll keep one of those out. We have several of these. Let's see how many we have here. Okay, I guess there's just 3. Those are corrugated, very finely corrugated paper. We'll keep one of those out. We have 3 of these. Then we have our envelopes. One has green print. One has this Calypso coral print, and one has this soft yellow. So we'll keep one of each of those out. We'll just put all these bits and pieces back in one of these envelopes, and then we have one card base that coordinates with the envelope. I don't know what this is. Then we have one with the writing, and we have this sticker sheet of more, or not stickers, punch out sheet of corrugated elements, another yellow card base, some more punch outs. Oh, a box, an acrylic box. That's interesting. and another sheet of punch outs, as well as our glue dots and our instructions. So let's get going. Okay, so I get it. We're going to be making cards, and you can give this as a gift. This acrylic box is so that you can put your cards in it when you're done and give it as a gift. How cool is that? So basically we just need to fold this box and we will have a cool packaging for our cards. Actually, I'm going to put that flat for a moment. Maybe I am, because I want this to come up. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. There we go. We'll put our tabs in and fold up our little box. This is super, super sturdy box. Love it. All right, so there's the box. I'm just going to set that out of the way for a moment. And we're going to have a look at our instructions. Obviously, we can go by the pictures on here pretty easily. Basically, the box is this flower here and these leaves and this tag here with some baker's twine is the embellishment for the outside of the box once we're done all our cards. Okay, and this strip, see there's some adhesive here. This is actually, this will wrap around the box. It's a wrap for the box, and then you would just peel off that adhesive and stick that on there. And then these flowers and the little tag to embellish it. That's super, super cute. All right, so now I have this picture that shows us how they are making their cards. So we're going to make one of each exactly as they do in their instructions, and then we'll have a look at some alternatives. Okay, so I'm just going to stick some of this stuff out of the way for a minute, and we will start with this yellow card base because I have this one on the top, and I'm going to need to open my ink spot. And I'm just going to run my blade along that label, and we should be good. There we go. All right, so for this yellow card, we would use the yellow envelope, and I believe that card and the yellow tag. All right, I think I have the pieces that I need for that. Oh, no, I need one of these straight corrugated pieces. All right, I think I have all the pieces that I need for this. So on this piece, I'm bringing in my foam mat here. We are just going to stamp our flower. And we're using the gray granite. I don't know about you, but I love, love, love to see different colors for flowers. Unexpected. I'm going to stamp this off because it's not been used, just to try it. And Maybe I'll give it a quick wipe. Make sure that there's no residue on there. All right, let's give it a whirl. And we are going to stamp this right off the edge, like so. Beautiful. All right, we'll clean that stamp, and just for convenience, I'm going to bring in a different block. And we will add some leaves. I like to make sure I'm stamping off the page so that it looks natural. Now I'll give this a quick clean, and I'm just going to leave that loaded on the block. We'll set that aside for a moment, and I'm going to bring in the tag, and this one is supposed to say congratulations as per their instructions. You can make it your own, obviously. So let's just set that down there. I'm just going to grab another block, a very dirty block by the looks of it. Oh boy, those need some soap. All right. We will stamp our greeting. Oh, that didn't turn out so great. I should have cleaned that stamp first. All right, let's find that sheet. And I will grab another tag. All right. Let's try again. All right, I'm gonna get this down where I can see it. See if I can get it a little bit higher. All right, we'll just set that one aside for now. Okay, let's start putting this together. So this tag is going to layer on this piece of corrugated. Isn't that cool? So we're going to need some adhesive. And when you do this, you're going to need either Tombow or some really strong, I can't even get anything out of here. There we go. You're going to need either Tombow or something really strong because it's going on that corrugated. And we want it to stick well. All right, so we've got our little tag. And we have got our flower. Now I think I'm going to use dimensionals to put this on, and seeing as I've already got some open here, I'm going to just use these instead of opening that package. Just like so. And we're going to remove our little backings. This is going to go way up here in the corner. like so. And then this little tag is going to need some dimensionals. It's almost time for me to change the paper on my mat here. It's getting awfully stamped up. Alright, so we'll just pop this somewhere like so. And now we're going to grab some pretty embellishments. And let's do one large one. Oh, maybe I can't get them off with this tool. Oh, look at that. I peeled the top right off it. That's not cool. Let's pop that back on there. Or not. Let's try another one. Maybe I shouldn't have used that tool. Well, I did the same thing there. I'm not impressed by that. All right, so we'll put a big one here. And a small one here. Yeah, I'm not having any issues now that I'm using my pokey tool. But I will keep those and glue them back on. All right. Actually, I am having issues. All right, there we go. There is our card. Now I need a little bit of Tombow on each of these dots because I need to put the little glass domes back on them. And Tombow is going to dry clear, so we'll be okay. Just need to make sure that I put them on correctly. There we go. And where's the little ones? That looks better. And I have one more somewhere. What did I do with it? I've misplaced it. That's not good. Right over the top. There we go. Beautiful. Isn't that pretty? All right, there's number one. Let's move on to card number two. And that envelope goes with this card. Isn't that pretty? Let's find card number two. And it's going to be this one with this envelope. And what other bits and pieces do we need? We're going to need this long piece, and we're going to need one of these green tags, and we're going to need, oh, I got too much stuff in my hands, one of these flag tags. All right, we're good. Let's find our desktop here, and we will continue our quest. So we're going to fold our little note card and burnish that. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Glad you could join. And then we're going to put this here after we stamp it. Isn't that pretty? Super cool. All right, I'm going to put this up at the top, and I'm going to center my rose this time on that pink. So let's get this stamp inked up. I'm just going to put the center of that rose right where that pink is and off the page. All right, now we need our leaves. And we'll put one right there. I'm not worrying about masking these. If you want, you could easily mask these. Just stamp your flower on a post-it note, cut it out, and then use, after you stamp your flower, you cover it with the post-it note. There we go. That makes me happy right there. All right. So this is going to be glued flat. Right on the front of our card. I'm going to open this up. Make sure I get all my edges straight. Isn't that pretty? I love this one. All right, so now we need a different greeting. So we'll put this congratulations away. And we will bring in, this one says Happy Mother's Day, but I'm going to switch this one up and use Happy Birthday. That way I don't have to wait a whole year to use this card. All right. I'm going to stamp this a couple of times. Season that stamp up a little bit. And hopefully we'll get nice coverage. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so this is going to go on here, but up at the top. So we just need some tombow on the bottom half of this tag. Kind of like so. Slide it over a little bit. There we go. And on the back, we'll put some dimensionals. And we're going to put this right on here, like so. Now I'm putting mine down on the picture. Theirs is up higher. I'm putting mine down a little bit, and I can because it's my card, right? All right, now let's get some of these beautiful green dots on here. I'm going to put a big one right there to cover up my little bit of glue. And then I'm going to put a couple of little ones here and there. Like so. And then we're going to get some of this baker's twine and add some to this card. Should have opened this previously. Oh, not too bad this time. All right. Around we go. And I'm going to go behind that tag and up to the top. I'm going to put my finger there and tie a knot. I find it easier with baker's twine to tie a double knot before you tie your bow. That way I don't have to chase it so bad. All right, let's cut off some of this so I'm not fighting the spool, and see how we can make a bow. Now we have to fuss a little bit. Worst part of baker's twine is it twists on you. All right, there we go. Let's cut some of these tails off. And there we have our second card. Isn't that pretty? All right, one more to go. Let's find our pieces. We have our envelope, and obviously these two pieces. So let's get this folded. And this one's all pre-done. Isn't that, no stamping involved in that one. I want to have a peek at the inside of this one. All right, so this one is designed so that you have a little bit of this corrugated peeking out at the top and bottom. All right, so I am going to be generous on the back side with my tombow and pop this onto the corrugated. I think of all the kits that I've had so far, I think this one's my favorite. And that surprises me. All right, before this goes on here, we need to put our baker's twine around the bottom. And once again, I am going to tie it in a double knot. Because I'm not a great bow tire unless I have my bow maker. I definitely struggle with bows. All right, trying to make sure there's no twists. And we'll see what I can come up with. Well, we have a twist. Get some help from my scissors, maybe. Nope, we have to take it out and start again. And we're going to do it a third time. As I said, I struggle with bows. I find they work better for for me if I tie them upside down in the direction that I want them. If I struggle too much, I will just cut this off and use the bow maker. See what happens here. All right, not too shabby. Just a little twist in the tail and I can live with that. It will straighten itself out, and if not, here's a little trick for you. Hold the knot and use your bone folder to pull it backwards to take the curl out of it. All right, so there's that. This is going to go on the card. You know what I just did? I put my ribbon on wrong. After all of that, let's see if I can just cheat. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just trying to cheat and slide it on over here. I think I can do it. There we go. No, I cannot do it because the card is bother. All right, the struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. I am going to wrap this around this card and tie a knot in the back so that I do not, let me make sure I have this right this time. Yes, I do. So that I do not have to struggle, I am just going to do this, cut this off, put this where I want it, attach this to the front of the card with dimensionals that have left the building. There they are. I'll use some of these edges. And I'm going right over the dimensionals on the back side. Or sorry, right over the ribbon so that it's actually holding the baker's twine in place. So I don't have to fight with that again. And right there. All right, let's get these backs off. We'll get this onto the card. And this one called for some stamping on the flowers with the leaves. I'm not going to do that. If you look at this picture right here, this leaf looks kind of out of place to me. That's just my opinion. So I am taking and leaving that leaf as is. I'm saying I'm going to do this one a little bit my way, even though I'm supposed to be doing it as per the instructions. All right. Now we'll get a few of these beautiful, beautiful dots. And one down here. Let's put two at the top this time. Like so. All right, now we need a greeting. Let's find our greeting. This time it's going to go on this shape. And they called for happy birthday, but I've already done a happy birthday and a congratulations. Let's try a best wishes. Where's my block? There it is. Best wishes. And my ink spot. I'm going to stamp it off a couple of times and give it a twist on the paper. There we go. see if I can get this straight. Or straight-ish. There we go. Not too shabby. And we're going to need some dimensionals on the back here. And I think I'm going to put that right over that line of baker's twine. Get it straight. I'm going to pop that right over that line of baker's twine, and I'll put my bow over here. I just need to find my bow maker. And here we go. Let's see if I can do this without struggling so badly. There we have it. Now all I need is to cover up my ink spot. All I need is a glue dot to put this on with. Alright, I have a little glue dot to go on my little bow. Let's take that out of the way and bring in our card. I'm going to stick that right on there, like so, and then we'll trim off our tails. Alright, let's clean up some mess here so that we can see what we've got happening. Put my spare pieces back in the box and get rid of the garbage. Okay, now garbage is there's some glue stuck to my desktop. It's probably the adhesive off that dot. That's exactly what it is. There we go. All right, so there's card number 3. There's card number 2. And here is card number 1. Aren't they beautiful? Love them all. Love them all. Okay, so now we are going to do an alternative. Those ones were made as per the instructions in the kit. We're going to do an alternative now. And I need one more piece of cardstock. I need a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, Michelle, it's hard sometimes to get bows to work. I struggle with bows. I'm telling you, they are my downfall. That's why I got my husband to make bow maker, and all my girls have also purchased the bow maker because it really makes life easier. All right, 4 1/4. We are going to score this. This is just a standard black card base. 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to burnish that flat. And then we're going to put this piece of white on the inside. And then we'll have a great place to stamp our greeting. All right, so the inside is taken care of. Now I have some pieces for the outside. First up is a piece of gray granite that is also 4 by 5 1/4. And that will go right on our front panel. I'm not going to use any dimensionals on the layers because this is going to be quite a thick card as is. Then I have a black mat and a piece of DSP that is too long. So this black mat is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And this should be 5. There we go. It should be 5 by 2, which it is. Okay. So we're going to put that piece together. Like so. And we're going to layer this on the front of the card. Okay. And then this is going to go up. And there's just going to be a little narrow strip down here. Okay. All right, so this is another matte layer, and this is going to be our art piece. So we're going to bring in this mat again, and we're going to bring in our flower. And I am going to ink up the flower stamp. And I'm going to stamp it just a little bit off the edge, like so. And then I'm going to bring in the leaf. And I'm going to put one up here and off the edge. And one down here and off the edge. All right, so we're done with those two. I need to grab my stamp set that I put back in the box and choose a different greeting. I'm wondering, I'm just going to put these two here for a minute. Just bear with me a minute. I want to see what I have here in the way of a sympathy greeting. Just doing a quick check here. I have so many happy stamps here. I don't have anything with sympathy on it, I don't think. Well, how about thinking of you? That one will work. Thinking of you. This is from the Quiet Meadow bundle. This is a gorgeous stamp set. I'm going to use a thinking of you greeting down at the bottom. Actually, I have another idea. I'm going to stamp it down here, And then I'm going to cut it out as a banner. So right along the edge down here. I'll stamp that. Alright. And now I'll grab my paper trimmer. And we will crop that out. Still a little wide, so I'm going to trim that down some more. Yeah, I think that's good. And I'll have this side straight, and then I will flag the opposite end. All right. Okay. I'm all thumbs today. Let's see. So we're just going to cut up about that far. And there we go. Cut a flag into the bottom. All right, let's start putting this together and see how it looks. Just kind of center it. And this is how I want this to look. Like so. We're just centering it as best we can, top to bottom, side to side. It's not moving for me. There we go. All right, so now I have this. I think it's going to get lost, so let's find a little scrap of black and we will glue this onto a scrap. We'll go that way. All right. Something to that effect. We don't want a great big border on it. And now I'm just going to grab my snips and just fussy cut this out. So we have a little border. And then we'll go this way. There. Now that's going to pop a little bit, eh? Now, some dimensionals. All right. So once again, I'm just trying to make the same border like so. And if we so desire, if you want it to be a more somber card, it can be left as is. But if we desire, we can add a little bit of my best friend Winkastella. And we don't need a lot. Like, these pens go a long way. We can just add a little sparkle to this baby. on the petals of the flower. Check out that. I don't know whether the camera's picking up that sparkle or not. Isn't that beautiful? All right. And if we wanted to, we could trim this down, this little strip that I cut off, and decorate the inside a little bit. Okay, let me do that after, but I'm not going to keep you any longer on a Saturday morning. I'm just going to quickly bring back in the cards, and we will have one last look at our creations this morning. All right, so there is my alternative, and you saw how easy that was to do. This was one exactly as in the kit, and this one, and this one. All right, my friends, that is it for this morning. I hope you enjoyed having a look at this Sentimental Rose Kit. If you're interested, I have orders going in on Mondays. Just simply give me a text or an email. andersonshell@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye for now.